What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Hope all of you having a great day so far. So getting into this episode of GH. So apparently Felicia uncovered some damning information about Nell. Apparently Nell was engaged and her fiance was killed in some sort of boating accident or whatever. Some sort of accident or whatever he was killed in. Apparently he drowned or whatever the case may be. Nell claimed at the time she couldn't get to him. She couldn't get to him. And apparently before he died, I think they went kayaking. And before he died, he actually signed a will. Apparently he was rich. So he left all of his money, which was millions of dollars, he left to Nell. And then a few weeks later, he was dead. So I could see how that's suspicious. Um, Bobby at first didn't feel like Nell was capable of murder, but the police at the time, and I think now, they still feel like it was foul play involved in it. But what I want to know is if Nell supposedly inherited so much money from this guy, where the hell is the money? I mean, is it wrapped up in probate court or whatever? I think when you have a murder or something where the cops feel like it's foul play, I think the courts or whatever, they tie up the inheritance until it's figured out. Um, I think if it was natural causes, I think if there was no type of investigation into his death, Nell probably would have got the money because he did sign a will giving her everything. But I think if it's like if the cops suspect foul play, I think it's gonna tie up the money. I think in probate court or his family or whatever probably filed some type of paperwork to contest the will. Um, Nell, judging by her facial expressions today when they were in Morocco and that crazy look she had in her face, she definitely looked like she's capable of murdering somebody for money. Like she definitely seems like the type. I don't know. I don't think the writers are gonna go that way with her because it's obvious they want to keep her in the show. So I doubt they're gonna paint her as a killer. I don't think they will. They might, but I doubt it. I mean, they seem hell bent on keeping her in the show and keeping her with Michael. So I really don't see them writing her out as some murderer. I could be wrong, but it just doesn't seem that's the way that they're gonna go with it. Um, I just want to know where the fuck the money is that she supposedly inherited. Like, what the fuck is the story? No wonder Nell don't like to take pictures and stuff. She don't want her face all over the damn screen. She probably want it for that shit, and she probably uh, hiding out in Port Charles or whatever. That's why she don't want her picture taken. But when she was talking with um, when she was talking with Dylan, and she kept talking about how when she came to town she resented Carly or whatever because Carly lived this rich life, she had everything and Nell didn't. But why are you blaming Carly for her being rich? Like, blame your daddy for that, blame Frank Benson for that. He gambled away all your money. He was nothing but a gambler. So why are you blaming Carly for something that she had nothing to do with? She's not responsible for your well-being, she's not responsible for your lifestyle. Your father was responsible for that. Carly didn't even know you existed, and she damn sure didn't owe Frank Benson a dime. So why are you blaming Carly for striking it rich and you living a poor life? You're not even blood related to Carly, so why should she even care? It's not her responsibility. That was your father who fucked up your lifestyle. He gambled away whatever money y'all had, so you should be blaming him. But since he's dead, I guess she turned her anger to Carly or whatever for whatever dumbass reason. But whatever. I really don't have no use for Nell, to be quite honest. Um, Nina and Valentin, I really didn't give a flying fuck about the two of them today, as usual. I just find them boring. They talk about the same shit every day. It's always about their marriage and them getting back together. I really don't care about them. Like, the writers don't make me care about them. Like, because you keep doing the same shit over and over. It's like, it annoys the fuck out of me. Like, seriously. Like, stop the dumb shit. Like, who cares about their marriage? Like, who really gives a fuck? They keep going back and forth about will you or won't you. Take me back. Don't take me back. It's like, move the fuck on already. Like, can we get some different shit? Like, if you're gonna keep them on show, do something different. Cause it's like these same fucking scenes is just aggravating. Like seriously, Nina is a pointless character. Valentin has turned into a pointless character. When they brought Valentin up years ago, he sounded like he would be a dope villain on this show. He's turned out to be the lamest character yet. And I don't get why so many people like this Valentin character. I really don't see how. Like, he's boring as fuck. I think they should write him as what he was supposed to be, a fucking villain. Stop with this melodramatic bullshit that he keep doing with Nina. It's whack. Like, make him how he was supposed to be. It would have been more interesting that way. Because right now you're making him into a sorry sap, like begging for her forgiveness, adhering to every demand she has is stupid. Like, who cares? They do this shit every day with the two of them. It's move on. Um, Carly. She basically is trying to get Jocelyn back on the Kiss Sonny's ass bandwagon, which I found totally lame, pathetic, and stupid. Jocelyn, of course, they wrote her back into the Sonny family fold. She's back kissing Sonny's behind. I guess Casa de Corinthos is about to be filled up with Carly and Jocelyn again. Who cares? Jason got shot for the 9 millionth time, and apparently, I believe he's gonna survive. Of course, Dante gets there with his usual questions. Finally, Sonny and Max actually told him the truth instead of lying, which I'm kind of surprised about because Sonny and Max and everybody else lie about the dumbest shit. Well, mainly Sonny and Jason and Sam and all of them, they lie. Well, not Sam, but they just lie about the dumbest shit. Like that whole Sam shooting Sonny shit, they really lied to the cops. They're still lying to the cops about it, which is dumb. I'm surprised they could tell the truth about this, but you won't tell the truth about the other shit though. I thought they would have came up with a cover story for this. I really thought they would have, but whatever. Um, Jason, I just feel like Sam is starting to piss me off now because she keeps worrying about the mob and Sonny. Like before, she was worried about all of them bringing harm to her family, but Sam, you're the one bringing the most harm to your family. She's up Jason's ass 24/7. It's like, why did she even go to the warehouse to begin with? And when she got there, you distracted Jason, so he looked to you and he got shot in the fucking process. She should have just stayed at home and waited for him to come back. Like, what did you need to rush to the warehouse to see Jason for? Like, it was just dumb. It's stupid, and it makes her look dumb. Um, I don't know. This whole thing just fucking stupid to me. Like, I don't see the logic. But anyway, we all know Jason gonna survive. Fake Jason, real Jason, whatever he is. Um, I was happy that Maxie slapped the dog shit out of Amy. That was the highlight of this episode for me when she slapped the dog shit out of her. That actually made me smile. That put a smile on my face. Throughout all the bullshit, everything else that's going on this show, that made me smile. You couldn't wipe this smile off. It made me happy. I don't give a fuck what Nathan's reasons were for doing this Manlanders crap. Honestly, I don't care. I'm ready for this storyline to be over. It was stupid. Um, Amy, I can care less. She's of no use to me. She brings, in my opinion, Amy adds nothing to this show. A lot of the characters they have add absolutely nothing. And like I said before, you can't blame the actors for that. I can't, and I'm not. You have to blame the fucking writers. They make people not care. It's like, write some interesting shit. Be out of the box. Stop writing this useless shit that nobody care about. Um, Maxie basically gave up her new life in Portland to come back to Port Charles for Nathan, which I found totally stupid because I mean I understand it's a way to keep her in the show, of course, but in other ways it's stupid because Nathan. I mean, come on, Maxie has more reason to stay in Portland than Nathan does staying in Port Charles. His only reason for staying in Port Charles was Nina, which I found totally dumb. First of all, Nina's a grown, rich woman who can take care of herself. So she doesn't obviously need or want your help. She's been rebuffing his help ever since. So he should have been on the first plane smoking in Portland to be with his wife and his stepdaughter. You could have been a cop in Portland. I'm just saying, why should Maxie have to give up her job in Portland plus more time with her daughter to come back to be with you when you could have just gave up the little bit of life you had in Port Charles because it wasn't much. All you had there was Nina, and you could have hopped on a plane and went to Portland to be with your wife and your stepdaughter, which makes more sense. Dumb. Um. Anyway, they all lovey dovey. She forgave him. Whatever. Um. Felicia trying to figure out what the fuck Amy's so smug about and what she's so happy about. Um, but I'm guessing Amy gonna tell her what really went down or whatever, because everybody, of course, assumed that Amy and Nathan were sleeping together, which obviously isn't the case. But anyway, it's whatever. I did like the scenes in Morocco because I felt like the sets that they created for the Morocco sets were pretty nice actually. It gave me a kind of a Morocco feel to it in a way, cheap, but it was kind of a feel to it. I wish they could kind of do like B&B. I know that they got a limited budget, but I wish they could be like B&B and kind of just go to locations. You know what I mean? Because I feel like it adds to the show. Like when you just go to the place. Like remember on B&B when Bill and Brooke went to Abu Dhabi and stuff like that? Yo, the beach scenes was so fucking dope, man. I say, yo, if they did this shit on GH, it would look hot. Yeah, that shit would look crazy. Have Alexis or somebody in Abu Dhabi or Greece or something, like the location shoots would be so ill. But anyway, it was a decent episode today. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments. I'll see you later. I'm out. Peace.